Are there nurses here? You know, as nurses, we see the dismal failure of the healthcare system as our emergency rooms are inundated with its victims. Primary care is assembly line care, with waits for tests that approach a year. Devastating communities are on the chopping block with constant attempts to close desperately needed hospitals. The question before us is simple. What defines a democratic, civilized society? The Declaration of Independence says we're endowed with unalienable rights. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Can we pursue these rights when housing is unaffordable, while the super rich have multiple luxury apartments and vacation homes all over the world? When schools are transformed into profit-making businesses through the insidious route of charter schools to vouchers to the end of public education? When education is not defined by thoughtful pedagogues and nurturers, but by billion-dollar industrial test-making corporations? When the government shirks its responsibilities to promote public health and provide adequate disaster preparedness so that devastated communities instead have to depend on the kindness of strangers and volunteers to survive? When jobs are exported to areas that super exploit workers and businesses get huge tax breaks while their politicians' puppets fight legislation for a living wage? When the corporate news media distracts folks from the real problems by attacking public workers and unions for their century-old fight to achieve a dignified retirement? When Wall Street greed engineered the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression and gets rewarded with a bailout that never trickles down to those who suffered? When good-paying jobs and pensions and health benefits are replaced by part-time casual work, absent security and benefits? When the state shutters hospitals in the neediest communities and Big Pharma controls life-saving research, generating obscene profits for shareholders but no social commitment? And when our nation's infrastructure is falling apart, and when our environment's being destroyed, and we're told there's no money to repair and support a healthy tomorrow? Well, guess what? There's money. There's so much money that a minuscule tax, the Robin Hood tax, 0.5% on Wall Street transactions, can generate billions of dollars to fix the problems that these same hedge funds, bankers, and financial people caused in the first place. As frontline caregivers, nurses decided to fight back.
Yeah!
Choose to let them close Long Island College Hospital. Supposed to promote the general welfare of the people. It's time we, the people, started enforcing our constitutional rights today. But today, we're appealing to a higher authority. The UN Human Rights High Commissioner. The UN Charter has defined the following as key healthcare human rights, and they are being violated as I speak. Availability. Functioning healthcare facilities and services must be available in sufficient quantities within a community. Violated. Accessibility. The facilities and services must be accessible physically in safe reach for all sections of the population, including vulnerable groups. Violated. Participation. The beneficiaries of healthcare services should have a voice in the design and implementation of policies that affect them. Violated. And accountability. Duty bearers appointed and elected, not burgers, should be accountable for meeting human rights obligations in the area of public health. Violated. What do we say? Austerity? No. Prosperity? Yes. Austerity? No. Prosperity? Yes. Austerity? No. Prosperity? Yes. Thank you.
Come on, just accept this burden of closed hospitals, right?